Hey, what is up, guys, and welcome back to the FCS Football channel. And today we are back for another watch along. This time for Manchester United versus Melbourne victory. Obviously, what is that? A second pre-season game. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. Obviously, kickoff hasn't started, but we're later than I would have wanted. It's been a mess. I've been travelling. I've only really just got back. So that's why I'm a little bit late. We should be good to go though. So lineup. So it's Tom Heaton in goal. It's Diego Dallo, Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, McTominay and Fred with Jadon Sancho, Bruno Fernandes, Anthony Elanga and Anthony Martial. I probably just didn't mention a player there, but we'll move. I need to blow my nose. Hold on. Let me blow my nose quickly. Right, there we go. There we go. Right, everything should be working fine. Fingers crossed, I guess. But it looks fairly... It looks fine to me. Right, let me tweet out the stream. And I'll also check on my phone to make sure it's working as it looks like it is. Right. There we go. We're away. Why is it kicked off 5 minutes early? We've kicked off 5 minutes early. Why? Oh, we haven't. Did kickoff get moved? Bloody hell. Right, there we go. Right, let's get the timer going. Oh, this is a mess. There's Victor Lindelof. Bit of calm, please. And there we go. Timer's all synced up. So if you guys want to sync your game timer up with mine, that's obviously the best way to watch these streams. Please do. And so straight away, what we are seeing is it's actually Maguire playing on the right hand side and Lindelof on the left hand side of that back four. So under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Harry Maguire usually did take up that right centre back position. So that is quite interesting. Obviously, Lindelof also played on the left against Liverpool alongside Varane. So it's interesting. Is that just where Ten Hag sees what's his name? Sees Lindelof at his best, or does he see Maguire and Varane as kind of the two better centre backs and they play better on the right? I'm not sure. What has happened here then? What a joke, man. What a joke. Right. Bring that back up. What's changed? Shouldn't be anything in there. Right. And then something like that. That works. There we go. Alright, we're on the attack. Sancho, Bruno, McTominay puts it into the box, hits, it just collides with, I think, Bruno's back. But Lindelof to Shaw. I mean, obviously, it goes without saying, Manchester United should be winning this game. Shouldn't we? I don't think anyone can really sit and say we shouldn't. It's about getting the job done, I guess, and then, isn't it? And if we don't win, I will be very, very surprised. I thought we played well in our last game against Liverpool. Obviously, you have to take that with a pinch of salt in the fact that for the majority of that game, it wasn't a full, it wasn't a full strength Liverpool side. And it was only the last and final half hour where we saw Liverpool's best side as Melbourne victory have taken a 1-goal lead. Fuck. Melbourne victory have a lead, guys. Brilliant. There we go. Well done, Melbourne. And it's just a ball over the top. Maguire nowhere near his man. It's not great. It's not good defending whatsoever. Well, we're up Shit's Creek without a paddle. Already. Fuck me. Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof strike again. And it's Christopher Incomodas. Oh, fucking hell. They come here, they come again. Poor ball up wide. Luke Shaw has it and gives it into Lindelof. The Maguire effect. It's not just Maguire, to be fair. Lindelof's both the assister and the goal scorer both outpaces our centre backs. But that doesn't matter because soon we won't have to deal with them. Because obviously, Lisandro Martinez, and we'll get it up. We'll go to Fabrizio Romano quickly. Nice play from Martial. Finds Bruno Fernandes. Puts the ball into the box. Diego Dallo heads it back looking for Martial. Doesn't quite reach him. But good play there by Manchester United. Martial picking up the ball in some good positions there. And obviously nice interplay, which is what we expect to see from Anthony Martial. So this is what, look, Lisandro Martinez to Manchester United, here we go. So, soon, Lindelof and Maguire will be gone. Gone forever. We are Zidane Iqbal fans. We are. Zidane was absolutely fantastic against Liverpool when he came on. He really, really was. I was very, very impressed with him. And I certainly hope we see more of that from him. And I think he can be a very, very good player. I expect him to go out on loan this year. Because I don't think he has a... Well, I don't think he's going to be playing first team football. And that's what he wants and needs at such a young age. So I hope he does get a loan. But that being said, I wouldn't be totally opposed to him starting over McTominay next season. I really don't think McTominay's good at all. Right, so Melbourne have the ball, just knocking it about it. I mean, look, as much as we like to get like carried away with friendlies, like, well, at least we like to against Liverpool. Friendlies don't mean a lot, but I do still think we'll win this. We'll win this. We don't lose friendlies, do we? Maguire, can you head that clear? He does find Jadon Sancho, edge of our box. Sancho finds Diego Dallo. He's offered a good passing option. He then finds Bruno Fernandes. Martial's made a good run, but we give it into Luke Shaw inside. Alanga's pulled out wide to receive it, but Shaw just brings it. Here's Fred. Up to Jadon Sancho. McTominay. Fred. Opens up. Finds, well, looks for Martial. I thought the pass to Bruno Fernandes that was there was more on the pass to Martial. But Melbourne will look to break now. I'm going to be honest, I don't know any of these Melbourne Victory players. I know Nani signed for him. And he's on the bench. So, if we can see a bit of Lewis Nani, that'd be great. But him aside, I don't really know any of them. Really poor goal to concede, I've got to say. It's a really poor goal to concede. But I mean, it's not surprising that we concede that goal either, is it really? Because I look at that goal and I just think, how many times have we conceded that goal over the last 2-3 seasons? And that is what this kind of, well, especially the 4 central players in the defence / midfield, in Lindelof, Maguire, Fred and McTominay, they're the same 4 we've seen for 3 years. So, for a long time, we've all said they're not good enough. So, I'm not, and like, so what do we expect? Obviously, the Frenkie de Jong deal, it's very, very slow. I do think we'll get the deal done, but it's moving very slowly, and it's a deal we need to get done to get these two, well, displace these two, or at least one of them, because they are rubbish. Ball into the box. Alanga won the header. Sure. Poor volley. Heads it back in. Martial turns, takes it down, goes down, wants a penalty. Referee says no. Good play, though, by Anthony Martial. Come on, United. I agree. Look, look, chances are we are going to win this game. So, I don't think that, especially at this stage, I don't think there's any reason to kind of get worried. As Melbourne victory come here again. 1v1 with Maguire in the penalty box. Ball to the edge of the box. They put the cross in. Luke Shaw heads clear. Can Bruno Fernandes get there first? He will, but loses it. Lindelof steps in well. Can't find a United player. Melbourne victory have the ball. Again, not ideal. Right, here comes Melbourne victory again. To their number 11. Ball comes into the box. They win the header, but it's wide. Thank God for that. My giddy gosh. Also, by the way, if you wanted to know the Melbourne victory team, that's obviously the United team. So it's Izzo, it's Timofue, Marchan, Roderick, Broxham, Brillante, Barnett, yeah. Domis, Brimmer, Falami, and I'm not going to say that name. I'm not going to say the striker's name. Because that can be taken out of context. And I'm not here for that. You guys can obviously read it. You know what I'm referring to. Tommy found Martial, tries to flick it on but loses it. Martial working back now to try and win the ball, but commits a foul. It's a free kick. Melbourne victory. I do just think there Martial, obviously I can look, he sees Bruno Fernandes behind him, and obviously the flick is a good idea. But maybe just try. Yeah. But maybe just try and hold the ball up. I mean, he is surrounded by players, so it's not even the greatest of options to play at the ball to Martial in that situation. But I just think maybe try and hold it up and win that free kick, win a foul, because that is something Martial is so good at doing. Yeah. It's an absolute landmine, isn't it? And for commentators, it's fine. Because, but like, for me, if I said that, one of my mates or somebody is going to cut that up, clip it up, and I'm going to be known as who knows. Especially the fact you can actually see my face as well. Because they would just cut around my face, wouldn't you? So it's just the video of me just saying it. And I'm not about that life. Hashtag Maguire out. Relax. That's not just Maguire's fault. Victor Lindelof is just as at fault there as Maguire was. And to be fair, Maguire will be used a lot under Ten Hag. He will. But I like the look of this. Look how inverted Diego Dallo is. You can clearly see what Erik Ten Hag is trying to introduce to this Manchester United team. And some players are already getting it. Again, look how narrow Dallo is. Obviously, he comes out wide now to make himself an option. And to spread the play while Sancho is narrow. Martial comes in deep well to pick up the ball. Dallo into Martial. Moves it into Bruno Fernandes. Back to Martial. Martial still up with the ball edge of the box. Finally gets tackled. I'm sorry, I don't care if it's friendly or not. You can't lose to Melbourne after winning it. We're not going to lose to Melbourne. Calm down. McTominay! Nearly scores. It's deflected wide and it's out for a corner. Victor Lindelof is almost as bad as Maguire. Maguire is better than Lindelof. As a footballer, Lindelof is not as good as Harry Maguire. I'll tell you that for free. He's not. So we have a corner here. Bruno Fernandes will take it. Ball comes in. Not the greatest of corners. Straight into the keeper's hands. I tell you what, I'm not happy about this kickoff. I know it's in Melbourne and shit, but fuck off. 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock kickoff. What a joke. But, I mean, like I just said, as I swallow, that could be taken out of context as well. Come, what, 2 weeks? Maybe even when we play Palace, is it Monday, Tuesday? Are we playing them in Australia as well? Are they on this tour? Obviously, I know it's pre-season. We'll probably have this Andre Martinez sorted by then. And if so, then we don't have to worry about Maguire and Lindelof for that long. Because we'll almost certainly see our two starters being Martinez and Varane. When Varane obviously is fit. Which isn't very often, is it? He isn't very often fit. Which is an absolute pain in the arse. Because he is very good when he is fit. Dalot again, look how narrow he is. Almost as part of a midfield at times in possession. Again, exactly how Erik ten Hag's system, Erik ten Hag wants his team to play. Obviously, Mazraoui at Ajax was kind of the man that did that role. And it's good to see Diego Dalot kind of already adapting to that sort of way of playing. And I wonder if Aaron Wan-Bissaka, for example, will equally be able to kind of make that change to his game and adapt to this way. Because he's certainly going to have to if he wants to make it here at United. And Luke Shaw here, you can see, doing the same. As Fred gives away a free kick. Just relax, Fred. Look, but one good thing, and there aren't many good things to lose, to being 1-0 down. But one good thing about this opposition and being 1-0 down is Melbourne victory. While it is only a friendly, they will now go defensive. Because a win against Manchester United, regardless of the competition, regardless of what sort of game, is something unexpected for them. It's something they will... There's a chance these players will never do again. Most likely will never do again. So they are going to sit deep. They are going to be defensive, be pragmatic. And these are the teams that we often struggled against under Ralph Rangnick. We struggled against a lot of teams under Ralph Rangnick. But especially under Ollie, we had a fairly good track record against the likes of City, Chelsea, so on. But it was against the smaller teams, the likes of Burnley, pretty much every team that got relegated, we always struggled against. So this gives us an opportunity to kind of work on that and see, and kind of learn, I guess, in a sense, how to break down lower blocks, how to just beat a team that isn't going to come out and try and play us. United moving the ball around really well here, actually. We're not. What we're not doing is we're not just throwing balls into the box like we've seen so often. We're trying to work. We're trying to move players around. Here is Diego Dallo. Pulls to McTominay. Shot blocked and is out for a corner. Very, very good play there by Manchester United. We're not just trying to get shots away from the edge of the box every time. We're actually working, trying to pull Melbourne players out. We are creating chances and we will win this game, regardless of the current score, if we keep playing like this. Sure. Also, another player, and look, I mean, I've always been a big fan of him, but I think Anthony Martial so far, I thought, obviously, got man of the match on, what was it, Tuesday, when we played Liverpool? And so far today, again, I think he's playing really well, dropping in when he has to, linking the play, and then like he is now, he's on the last man, he's playing high, he's making runs, he's offering himself. I think he's had a very good game so far, Anthony Martial. And, I mean, that doesn't come as a surprise to me, really. I never liked seeing Harry Maguire, like, running back to position. I really don't. See, the thing with Maguire, and the big issue we have is, on the ball, Maguire is great. Like, he's a progressive passer. He can bring the ball out the back line really well. But that's also one of his biggest flaws. Because Maguire is great at doing that. But that obviously then drags him out of position. If you're dribbling up the pitch with the ball, you're out of position. You're gonna find yourself out of position, aren't you? And then he has no recovery pace whatsoever. And Bruno Fernandes is in. Good save by the goalkeeper. Great play there by Sancho and Bruno Fernandes. Bruno probably should score, but it's good play there by United. But like I was saying, Maguire will then be dragged out of position. So, I mean, we can get it up here. So, we'll move all these up here. So, if Maguire has it, he dribble. Obviously, his line is next to Lindelof. If Maguire has it and dribbles all the way up here and starts knocking the ball around, obviously, then this space here, where Maguire has now vacated, is where he will then need to recover to, if when the ball gets turned over. And Maguire's not quick enough to do that. So what you end up happening is that's when Maguire then gets exposed. And that is why that is Maguire's biggest, his ability to play kind of in here as a technical player is one of his biggest flaws and strengths. Now, in a 5-back, he's absolutely fantastic because, like you see with, well, I guess Aspilicueta, you see Kyle Walker for England, Reece James as well when he plays in the back as part of the back three as a centre back. As a free, so if we make Bring that over there. We make Luke Shaw the left centre back as Martial shoots. Wants a handball, but nothing's going to get given. So we'll say this is a 3-5-2, for example. With it like this, Harry Maguire is able to come in here, and we'll still have two defenders that will just make it a back four. Or two centre-backs, which is absolutely fine. As Sancho, poor ball back into the box. But United making these cutbacks, which is really, really good to see. And he's then given that license to get forward and kind of just be creative in a sense. Ability. So, essentially, to sum all that up, Harry Maguire, his biggest problem is his biggest strength in a back four. Stick him in a back five, I think he's good as gold. Ball over the ball round the side of Harry Maguire, but he's offside. All is good, guys. All is good. Harry Maguire, he's held his line well. Bruno Fernandes, Fred. Into Lindelof. United just keeping the ball here. Not rushing anything. Luke Shaw's bent over. He's alright. He might have just been doing his laces or something. McTominay. Into Fred. Lindelof. What's going on? McTominay. Cleared Fred. Keeps moving. Fred. Crossfield ball looking for Dallo. Dallo into Sancho. Sancho does well. Go on, Jaden. Into Diego Dallo. Dallo cuts it back. Headed clear. Martial can't win the header. It's cleared down the field. What is going on? Fred. Fred. Lovely ball into Dallo. Dallo shoots. Blocked. Bruno Fernandes. Martial's there. We go to Sancho. Into Martial. Anthony Martial. Moves it into inside, but it's well dealt with by Melbourne. Maguire. Harry, what are you going to do? Out to Diego Dallo. Looks like Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof may have swapped. I'm not sure if that's just a temporary thing or not, but we move. Ball cleared down the line. Victor Lindelof takes it down. Diego Dallo. Fred. Shaw. Martial. Back to Shaw. Fred. Fred shoots. That's fine. Fred. Martial does well. Here's Anthony Martial. Martial still. Lovely play from Anthony Martial. Just runs into too many bodies there. And it's cleared by Melbourne. Just tries to do too much there, Martial. Did so well. Beat one. But then ran into the third. And it was then cleared by Melbourne. Dallo. Pulls it back. Sancho! Blocked. Right, is it working? Right. Is it working again? Ball goes over. Right. It might be working. Oh. Oh, is it going to work? Are we back? Are we back? As Harry Maguire headed one over. To be honest, United Live, I've completely forgot to do the score predictions. Right, my internet might just be broken. What is going on? Right, go live. Ball comes into the box. Luke Shaw heads clear. Right, let me close MUTV and reload it. Because it's put me back about 10 seconds. Mate. There we go. Right. We're back. We're back live. Right. I just don't know what's going on. Is it working? It should be working fine now. If it's not, that's on YouTube. That's not on me. Right, get rid of these. Alanga's won a free kick. Well done, Anthony. Both Anthonys are playing well. Right, Bruno Fernandes will take this free kick for Manchester United. 38 minutes into this first half and this pre-season game. It was good balling, but it's cleared. Fred on the volley. Where is Fred? Why has Fred thought he's going to score that? The guy's got a bit confident after his goal against Liverpool and thought, fuck it, I'm Fred. Just waking up to this bullshit. I mean, I can't believe how early this game was played. Bloody 11 kickoff. Like, bloody hell. Why is it this early? I know it's in Melbourne. Come on. Be sensible. Here's Martial. With Alanga. Fred. Ball's falling to Martial. He's offside, isn't he? Yeah, he's offside. Bloody hell. Would have been nice. Would have been nice if he was on. It was just a poor pass from Alanga looking for Martial. Martial made the run and Alanga just puts it kind of a metre behind. Was it Lindelof who made the mistake? Well, it's a weird one because neither of them particularly made mistakes. It was just what we know already. It's just Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof playing on a high line together. Most attackers are quicker than them, and the ball went round the back of them. Lindelof was beaten for pace by his man, and Maguire was beaten for pace by the goal scorer. So you'd have to say either both made mistakes or neither made mistakes. But Martial takes it down really well there. It looked like he was pushed in the back. But Maguire playing very, very high here. Luke Shaw into Alanga. Alanga puts the cross in. Martial's there at the back post. Poor header from Martial. The goalkeeper has it. But I have to say, again, I think Martial's having a good first half. It's a poor header. Everyone ready for the Liverpool fans' tweets at half time? Well, if we beat Liverpool and we're losing to Melbourne Victory, must mean Melbourne Victory are better than Liverpool. Well, we've scored. We've scored. I'm not quite sure how we've scored, but we've scored. It's 1-0. Basically, McTominay's shot, and it's taken a huge deflection and landed in the far post, far corner. Is it McTominay's goal? Looks like it might actually come off Martial. So it might be given to him. But it's 1-0. Oh, it has been given to McTominay. Fair enough then. It looked like it definitely takes the deflection of somebody. The question is just who. But by the sounds of it, it's probably a Melbourne player. And we're level before half time, so people can relax. Because we'll win the game, like I've said we would. Dalot. Martial. Back to Diego Dalot. Not the greatest of first touches. Hello, how are we? To be fair, I don't think anyone can begrudge us that goal. And then from what I can tell, everyone's giving it to McTominay, so it must come off a Melbourne player. Look, I still don't think McTominay's good enough. But what I am happy under Eric Ten Hag, we are seeing McTominay get forward a lot more and get in and around that box, because no, I'll always be very critical of McTominay because, like I said, I don't think he's good enough. And unlike what a lot of people seem to think, having like the phrase "he gets it" isn't enough. Because what does that mean? What do you mean he gets it? But what I've always said, in and around the box, he's got a good strike on him. He can hit the ball well. And we saw that against Liverpool. Alisson obviously made a save against him. Obviously scored today. That's where I want to see him. McFred. No. Come on. Don't be silly. Don't be silly, mate. Don't be silly. Frenkie de Jong is better. Martial's in! Martial scores! 2-1 Manchester United at half-time. Big up Anthony Martial. And that is fantastic to see. I tell you what, we've actually scored a cutback for once. Elanga with the assist. Diego Dallo got down the line really well. Pulled the ball back. Elanga just helps it across to Anthony Martial, who takes one touch to bring it down and a second to slot it into the bottom corner. He does all of this. 2-1 Manchester United. And we are sitting comfortable. Anthony Martial with another goal. Come on! And there we go. Half time here in Melbourne. Manchester United 2. Melbourne victory 1. Right, let me just put the timer to 45. I can sense hidden potential to Harry Maguire. He's one of the top attacking player in Europe. You can ask De Gea for reassurance. I mean, I think De Gea would probably agree. Harry Maguire is a great attacker of his own net. No, but like seriously, I don't think Harry Maguire is as bad as a lot of people say he is or make out he is. Maguire's a good player who, well, he's got big issues. He's got big issues. Like I was saying in the first half, Harry Maguire's biggest strength is also a big weakness of his. He likes to come out the line, come out of the defence, and he's a great dribbler with the ball, great on the ball. But the fact that he comes out of the defence really means he finds himself out of position and he doesn't have the pace to recover. So playing in a back four, he will always struggle in a team where he's encouraged to come out the back with the ball. But put him in a back three, I think he'd be fine. But the thing is, Manchester United shouldn't be playing a back three. So you're never going to see that from Harry Maguire. There we go. 4-2 victory incoming. I hope you don't mean Melbourne victory, mate. Also, can we just discuss this quickly? How can you name yourself victory? How up your own arse do you have to be to call yourself Melbourne victory? Like, I get the Melbourne bit, obviously. But how much of an up your arse do you have to be to call yourself victory? Imagine Man United were called Manchester Winners. Or Manchester Victory. What a joke. They deserve to lose for their name alone. You can see I've I'm very happy we're beating these absolute scam artists, I would say. Does Phil Jones still exist? He does still exist. That man is still rocking about. There he is, Phil. Living his best life. Erik ten Hag likes Luke Shaw. I have no doubt. And Luke Shaw is an absolutely fantastic left back. Manchester United, I think we have two great left backs in Luke Shaw and, well, obviously I haven't seen much of Valencia. I thought he played well against Liverpool when he came on. Obviously we have to see a lot more of him before we can say for certain how good he is. But I think we've got two very good left backs in, like I said, Shaw and Valencia. I can't say I'm a huge fan of Alex Telles. I can't. But so we'll have to wait and find out how good he can be in an Erik ten Hag system if given the opportunity, because obviously we've signed a left back. Luke Shaw during pre-season has played at left back. So I'm not sure if Telles is fancied at all. Obviously he played at centre back last time out against Liverpool. I'm an Ajax fan, trust me. Blind did a better job than Luke Shaw at left back. But I'm not obviously I can't. I'm not going to debate that. But didn't Tagliafico play more at left back than Blind? Obviously, I could be wrong with that. That's just what I assumed was the case. But Blind will be better naturally at left back for this Ten Hag system, because he obviously likes his fullbacks to kind of invert and become almost central midfielders, doesn't he? At times, kind of like how Man City do. Almost kind of like this, allowing like your other two midfielders to have a bit more freedom to get forward. And obviously with Daley Blind being comfortable at centre back, being very comfortable at defensive midfield, he's perfect at being able to invert, to play as a left back, to play in that central midfield role, which is something up until this season with Ten Hag he's never had to do. We should absolutely not try and re-sign Daley Blind. Absolutely not. Fair enough. So yeah, I knew that Tagliafico wanted to leave, but obviously, I also knew he didn't obviously get his move, so I assumed they continue to use him, but no, fair enough. Look, I mean, I like Daley Blind. I think he's a very good player. I was a bit shocked and surprised when United let him go. And I think in a sense we still live to regret that decision to let him go. I think certainly Erik ten Hag would have liked to have him, but I don't think Manchester United should be going in for him again. No, he was terrible. But no, he wasn't. Daley Blind was great under what's his name, under Louis van Gaal as a centre back, mind you. He wasn't great in midfield, was he? From what I can remember. But as a centre back, him and Chris Smalling were great together. Also, how tall is Daley Blind? He's 5'9". Daley Blind's 5'9". He plays centre back. What's interesting is how Blind crosses the ball to Ajax. Crossed the ball to. Do you mean Sebastian Haller, not Alex? Yeah, players score own goals. Like that. That's fine. I'll tell you what, I'm just happy to see Anthony Martial cooking. I've been very much on the Martial hype train for a long time. Even during his bad times, I've stuck with Martial. 2 goals in 2 games. Played well this first half. Thought he obviously got man of the match and played very well against Liverpool. And I think you just watch that movement from Martial. He starts at the edge of the box as an option, makes the run into the midfield, into the box when he needs to. The ball's then fallen to him. He's in the right areas at the right time, free of defenders really, to allow him to take that first touch and just put it in the back of the net. Martial to start over Cristiano Ronaldo. Look, I think it's a tough one. Because I believe Anthony Martial fits an Erik ten Hag system and would work better for this Ten Hag team than Cristiano Ronaldo. Because I think Ronaldo doesn't offer as much off the ball. And, well, aside from putting the ball in the net, Martial offers more. He's better on the ball for me now. Ronaldo isn't the same dribbler he once was. He isn't as quick as he once was. Martial's a better technical dribbler now. Much better hold-up play and linking play. So in those senses, I think Martial is a better player for this system than Cristiano Ronaldo. I think Martial also allows Bruno Fernandes to get the best out of his game, because even you can see here, Martial's dropped deep. Bruno Fernandes, who we know is a player that likes to kind of make them runs into the box and kind of be quite high, despite the fact he is playing as a midfielder and not a striker. And Martial, with the fact he can drop deep and likes to link play, allows Bruno Fernandes to do that. Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't. And I don't think there's any surprise that this pre-season, Bruno Fernandes has looked better than he did from pretty much all of last season when we have Martial up top and not Ronaldo. So, but I mean, all that being said, Ronaldo's Ronaldo, and I don't know if any manager in the world can justify dropping him. I think you can get away with not playing Martial. You can get away with having him on the bench. I don't think you can do that with Cristiano Ronaldo, which would suggest Ronaldo will play. Timber is a short centre back, but he's world class. He's a world class ball playing centre back. Yeah, obviously Jurgen Timber was Manchester United's first option, but Louis van Gaal fucked it for us by saying, "You move to United, you won't play for me." So he can. Louis van Gaal's a dickhead, really. He moans so much at Man United about not getting the players he wanted, which is fair enough, because he didn't. Like, he didn't want fucking Morgan Schneiderlin. He got him because it was either him or nothing. And yet, when a club is willing to offer the new manager in Erik ten Hag the players they want, he's then going, "Don't go there, lad." He's then stopping him, players from going, and stopping the new manager from getting the players he wants. Fucking hypocrisy in it on the lad. Eriksen will replace Bruno. Bruno lacks creativity. He very much could, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Bruno Fernandes is playing very well in pre-season, what I would say. And if Ten Hag didn't see something in Bruno Fernandes, he wouldn't play him, would he? because we've got a Donny van der Beek on the bench. But look, if you guys are enjoying the stream, I know we had a little bit of technical difficulties before, but hopefully that should all be sorted now. Please do hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. LVG is the best United manager since post Ferguson. What about that Mason? Would he still play? Mason Greenwood wouldn't. I don't think will nor should he ever play for Manchester United ever again. I think the audio clips and the images, they are shocking. And unless somehow in some magical way all of it gets proven that it was all fake, whether that the audio tape was some sort of shit fucking weird role play and the images weren't inflicted by Mason Greenwood, and I don't just want him to not be arrested for it. I mean, physical proof, not just a lack of evidence to send him down, but physical proof that these weren't not. He did not do anything that was accused of him. Then maybe, but unless that happens, which I don't think it will, he should never play for United again. Well, the case is still undergoing, but what will probably end up happening is he will probably get away. Unfortunately, he'll probably either pay her off to kind of make his problems go away, and in that case, he shouldn't play for United ever again. B, he'll obviously be found guilty, which he will then go to jail, and of course he should never play for the club again. Or D, there might be a lack of evidence, because obviously you're innocent until you're proven guilty. That is kind of the law. So he may have done it, which I think most people think he has, but there isn't enough evidence to 100% nail him down, and that might see him walk free. If that's the case, I don't think he should play for the club again. But the least likely option of somehow it all being proven that he didn't do it, then I will accept he can play for the club again. But like I said, I don't think that's going to happen. Right, so big wholesale changes at half time. Ethan Laird's on. Is Alex Tellers playing centre back again? I know what he did was terrible, but the lad was so talented. I don't. To be honest, look, he was very talented. He had the world at his feet, but talent means nothing when you do the things that he's obviously certainly been accused of, and certainly looks like he has done. Right, so we have got a lot of changes here. So Laird's at right back. So Ethan Laird goes there. So it is Eric Bailly and Tellez at centre back, with Valencia at left back. Midfield, it's Zidane, Iqbal and Savage. With Van der Beek at number 10. It's Chong on the right. It's Rashford on the left. And it's Ahmad up top. There we go. Timers all synced up. There we go. Iqbal loses the ball, and here comes Melbourne. I'm watching it on his goal. Fair enough. Chance. Pulled back. Number 7. Is that Bishop in goal? Or is Tom Heaton still in goal? Tom Heaton is still in goal. Bailly. Nice ball into Ahmad. Here is Ahmad. Ahmad is a player I really like. But that's a really poor ball from him. Because United stole my... Have you not... You should contact them. Are you sure that you've been charged? Because if it hasn't gone through, if it's not letting you watch it, then you shouldn't have been charged. So I would double check that you haven't been, that if you've been charged or not, and if you have, then contact them. Is by Ethan Laird. What I do think is quite interesting is Ethan Laird obviously coming on ahead of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Now, you could just say, oh, these players have to come on at some point. Like, who else? Like, who else is on the bench for United? Palestri hasn't come on. Hannibal hasn't come on. So Garnacho hasn't come on. All these players have to make it kind of an impact, which I look at and I would say you're right, but also obviously, like we've all said, we've all kind of pondered, is Wan-Bissaka tactically a good fit for this Erik ten Hag system? And I think a lot of us have kind of said no, he's not. And that kind of begs the question, is it because he's just giving everyone minutes, or is it because he thinks Laird might just be a better option for him as that backup for Diego Dallo, who looks certain to be the first choice? Here is Laird. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how you go about contacting them, to be fair. There'll be some sort of contact us will help me page. Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how you contact them. But there'll certainly be a way. There'll certainly be a way. Right, Van der Beek, 4th touch, out for a throw into Melbourne. Ahmad will press the goalkeeper, who finds the centre back. Donny Van der Beek can't make the tackle. Charlie Savage did something, and the referee's given a throw in, has he? And there's Lewis Nani, obviously formerly of Manchester United under Sir Alex Ferguson. Did he have a season? Well, he was under Moyes as well. And I think a season, maybe even just a pre-season under Van Gaal. As Iqbal goes for goal from the edge of the box. But blocked, and Tahith Chong will pick it up. Finds Ethan Laird. Bailly. Savage. Alex Tellez. Rashford. Iqbal. Laird. Into Tahith Chong. I mean, what do we all make of Tahith Chong? Do we see him having a future here at Manchester United? Because if I'm honest, I don't think he does. I think 2 or 3 years ago, maybe. But what is he now? 20, 22? That sort of age range. He was all right last year at Birmingham, weren't he? Before getting injured. Yeah, he's 22 now. I think you look at, what, Angel Gomez? Angel Gomez is 21. I think he's a better player. And see, we lost him on a free. Poor pass from Bailly across the Tellez, but it does get there. Bailly into Laird. Bailly back into Tom Heaton. And to be fair, look, this first half, well, the second half, sorry, isn't, well, it won't be as, well, it's not as important really, because a lot of these players won't be first team regulars, and I think we know that. But I think it's more of a chance just to see some surprises and who we think could break out this season. Obviously, I said Alanga would. Well, yeah, I did. I said I wanted to see Alanga play a lot next season. In the last pre-season, I said I wanted to see Alanga play. I thought Alanga was very good in pre-season. I said I wanted to see him get a lot more game time for the coming season, which was, of course, last year, and he did. He definitely broke through into that first team. And I mean, I'm doing the same this year. And I think the two kind of standout plays are at the moment really are both Charlie Savage and Iqbal. Both looked fantastic against Liverpool, and they've looked okay again today. But look, we're only early on in this first half, but they are looking good. I've always said I've liked the look of Ahmad. I think Ahmad's a very good player. But one thing I would say about Ahmad, I don't know why he's played up top. I think he's best on the right wing. Savage. Back into Bailly. You know, just keeping the ball well here. Just keeping the game and the ball ticking over, which is good to see. Ball comes into the box. Rashford tries to win the header, but can't. It's cleared. Right, the ball dropped. Tellez wins that header. And Melbourne. I mean, when does Melbourne's season start? Because so far, they've not made any changes, have they? Or if they have, I haven't noticed them. Sorry about the chair. No, they've not made any changes. Their season doesn't start for ages. So why are they not making changes? Unless they really want to beat us. Because this is their pre-season too. Look at that from Iqbal. Absolutely fantastic. So strong. Pushing his man away. Beats his man. Gets a good cross in. Which is well defended in the end by Melbourne. But very, very good there. And here's Valencia. Into Donny van der Beek. Bailly. Laird. Poor ball down the line. And here comes Melbourne victory. Charlie Savage will look to win it back. But can't. But Bailly steps in well. And just chops it off into Iqbal. Look, I've said a lot of times, I don't think Eric Bailly is good enough to be Manchester United's first choice centre-back. Or as part of Manchester United's first choice centre-back. Especially given how injury prone the man is. But as a backup, I think if he stays fit, he's absolutely perfect. But that's the issue. He can't stay fit. So for me, if I was Manchester United, the first opportunity I get, I would be selling Eric Bailly. And I know that would be a controversial opinion. But a lot of people love Eric Bailly. And I used to be a big fan of his, to be fair. But not anymore. Here's Iqbal. Wins a free kick. Well played there. I think the first touch of his was quite poor. But he recovered. And won the free kick, which was good. And here he is again. Goes into Savage. Tellez. Rashford's out wide. And he receives it. Lovely ball into Ahmad there by Marcus Rashford. Ahmad back to Rashford. Looks for the ball back inside. So that was Valencia, not Rashford. But good play there by Marcus Rashford. Came inside. Picked out Ahmad, who did well, to be fair, up against a couple defenders. Found the ball out to the left back. I think Ten Hag will be encouraged by what he's seeing still. Look, we all know it's not perfect, and there are still things we need to improve, but we're playing well. Donny into Ahmad. Charlie Savage. Ethan Laird. Iqbal into Chong. Bailly. Laird. Go on, Ethan. Zidane Iqbal. Can you find Valencia in a bit of space? Savage. Laird's there. Finds him. And you can see there as well, Laird tucking in. Coming central. Inverting like we saw from Diego Dallo in that first half. In that kind of underlapping position. Hello, mate. How are we? Led into Chong. His ball looking for Ahmad was a poor one, never really to him. But he did roll through for the goalkeeper. Apparently, Lisandro Martinez, when he does join Manchester United, will not be joining United in Australia. He'll probably join us in Norway then. Yeah, he'll probably join us in Norway or just be there for the Rayo Vallecano final friendly of the season. Before then, obviously, we take it on Brighton on the 7th of August. So a little bit disappointing we don't have him, but Bruno will be replaced by Eriksen. I think Bruno would be used more as centre mid. Bruno Fernandes isn't a centre. If one of them will be used as a central midfielder, it will be Eriksen. Eriksen obviously played there for Brentford as a central midfielder, and he's just more equipped to doing it. Bruno Fernandes is not a centre mid at all, especially as in a two. Bruno Fernandes in a double pivot would be catastrophic. Tellez to Valencia. Back to Tellez. And I really like some of the shape and some of the positions we find our players picking themselves up in here. But we're a bit up shit's creek here. But United have the ball back and with Zidane Iqbal. And every time he gets the ball, really, I know he's just run the ball off into touch there. But every time he gets the ball, I just feel a little bit calmer. Right, so we have a corner here for Melbourne victory. Ball coming to the box. Tom Heaton claims well. And moves it quickly into Marcus Rashford, who will run with it. Ahmad's made a good run and finds him. Here is Ahmad. Ahmad into Chong. No, he leaves it for Donny van der Beek. Van der Beek finds Steve Chong. Good defending in the end by Melbourne victory. Maybe we just took a bit too long there, Manchester United. We really had Melbourne up against it there. Should really be taking advantage. I have to say though, you look at this Man United team that's currently out. A lot of Dutch players. Valencia, Chong, Van der Beek, 3 Dutch players there. We got what 4 English in Rashford, Laird, Tom Heaton, and Savage. I think Savage is English. He might be like Scottish or something, but I'm almost certain he's English. United up against it. Oh, Charlie Savage wins it back and finds Iqbal, who, I mean, like I just tweeted, he looks top. Every time he gets the ball, so good on the ball, so composed. I never think he's going to lose it. But when McTominay gets the ball, I'm always a little bit worried. I'm not when Iqbal gets the ball. And I think that's one of the greatest kind of compliments you can pay to a player. When they get the ball, you're never worried. That's a lovely ball into Donny van der Beek, who shoots side netting, but he is offside. Good movement there, though, by Donny van der Beek, wanting to make that run in behind and cause issues for the Melbourne players. And we do have some changes finally for Melbourne victory. Not sure who these players are, so I'm not going to tell you. Brooks is coming on. Brooks. I don't know who Brooks is, but he's coming on. Brooks coming on. He wants to score against United. It's not going to happen. Why am I seeing the camera guy? Why is the camera guy looking at the camera guy? Ball back to the keeper. And he clears it. And Ahmad and Rashford have just momentarily swapped over. And Rashford's gone through the middle and Ahmad on the wing. I wonder if that's a permanent thing. Because, well, Ahmad, like I said, I prefer Ahmad on the right. I prefer him on the left than I do him playing as a number 9. So, and realistically, we know what we're going to get from Rashford. We know what Rashford is. Like, sorry as I just kick my desk. So I would prefer to see Rashford played out of position. Because I don't think Rashford's very good at striker, but I think he's probably better than Ahmad. And like I said, I know what I'll get with Rashford on the left. Or on the right. I want to see what I'd get from Ahmad. Bailly. The Tellez. I mean, obviously, I know we're signing Lisandro Martinez, but this Manchester United defence, we need to sell a lot. I mean, you look at our defence. Bailly injury prone. Varane injury prone. What the fuck is that, Bailly? And that's why Bailly is not first team quality at all for Manchester United. He does stuff like that every game. Every game. But, yeah, so Jones injury prone, Bailly injury prone, Varane injury prone. 3 of our centre-backs are very injury prone. So that would leave us with Maguire and Lindelof. Obviously, we'll get Martinez as well. So that we have 3 centre-backs that we can all pretty much rely on for the whole season. Not really enough. Charlie Savage. Bunch Chong. Gone to Heath. Ethan Lane into Zidane Iqbal. Chong. Rashford. Savage. Laird. It's very composed in that midfield for once for Manchester United. I really do like Zidane Iqbal. I really do. And it looks like it is a permanent thing with Rashford playing through the centre now. Here is Marcus Rashford. Cuts in, shoots, blocked, and here comes Melbourne. Ahmad back well to win the ball. And Telles just gives it away. What's that for a throw in? Alex Telles, man. Also, who would have ever thought Alex Telles would be paid? I don't know what's just happened. I just felt like I'm going to sneeze now. And just couldn't talk. But who thought we'd ever see Alex Telles playing centre-back? Alex Telles is meant to be this amazing attacking left-back. Yet we're playing him centre-back. Why? How tall is Alex Telles? 1.81 metres. What about in feet, mate? He's about 5'9". 5'9", 5'10". He's a midget as well. Does Ten Hag just love playing small centre-backs? He's preparing us for Martinez, isn't he? Again, sorry about the chair. It's just as annoying for me as it is for you. But Melbourne Victory have a free kick here. They've got KFC on their sleeves. Can they serve us up an equaliser? Or can we stay ahead? Ball comes in. Tom Heaton has it in his hands. And he moves it quickly into Marcus Rashford. Rashford. Looking for Chong. I wouldn't say it was the greatest ball. Allowed. It was to feet rather than in front of him. And it hung up in the air for so long. And let Melbourne players just get back in. Boy, he's giving the ball away again. Here is Melbourne. They do well here, Melbourne. Can they get the cut back? No, it's up for a goal kick. Boy, you let off the hook there. Valencia. Into Laird. A £63.5 million deal has been agreed for Frank de Jong to join United. However, a contractual dispute between the Dutch midfielder and Barcelona means there is no guarantee the move will go ahead. That's according to BBC Sport. I mean, do we think Frank de Jong deal happens? I'm still firmly in the yes box. I also can't believe that Barcelona are legally allowed to buy Rafinha while Frank de Jong is owed 16 million. Chong puts the ball into the box. Ahmad, can he get hold of it? He can, but he's back outside the box. And here is Ethan Laird back into Ahmad. Gets past one player, but eyes him up back again and gives it to Zidane. Laird back to Zidane. Cross to Bailly. Tellez puts the cross in from deep. Defended well, and it's out for a throw-in for United. Laird. Bailly. Brings it out from the back. Plays it through to Marcus Rashford, who's in and scores for Manchester United. It's 3-1 United. It's game, set, match United. And that's what the doctor ordered, isn't it? Just what the doctor had ordered. I think that's a big goal for Rashford. Obviously, didn't have a very good season at all last time out. Didn't score against Liverpool. On the bench from the start today. But he got the goal. He got his goal. Well played, Marcus Rashford. And to be fair, look. Give Bailly his credit. He does well there. Brought the ball up from the back. He was the one that played the ball through to Rashford, who put it away well. I'm all happy from that. After that, very, very good to see. As Melbourne give the ball away straight away, but they do have it back here. And now they are coming at us straight from the off. Ball comes in. Tom Heaton collects well. Has Nani come on yet? Nani's not come on. What a shame. And look, I told you. Don't worry the fact when we went 1-0 down, I told you it would win. And look at this. We are winning. So, like I said, just relax. Just relax. As Rashford beats a man, tries to nutmeg another, but can't. Chong trying to win it back. Ball goes out wide. Ahmad running back to try and get back. But no use. And Melbourne missed a sitter. The number 7 should have put Melbourne a goal. Well, just a goal short of an equaliser. Lad. Valencia into Tellez. Bailly. Goes over the top. Heading easily won by the... What's it called player? By the Melbourne player. And here we have it with Ahmad. Zidane. Drops it into Savic. Back to Zidane. I tell you what, these two they have a connection with each other. They know where they are. They know where each other likes to kind of operate in. They always know where each other are. Really good to see that they've already got that connection. And as a midfield too, I wouldn't... Well, like I said, I think both should go out on loan. I think loans are best for players. But, I mean, I certainly can't say I would rather watch Fred and McTominay every week over these two. Valencia puts the ball into the box. Rashford won the header straight at the goalkeeper. It was a good ball in, though, by Terrell Valencia. It's really the first time we've got to see Valencia in that sort of way, getting balls into the box. It's a great ball in, straight on the head of Marcus Rashford. But just straight at the goalkeeper. A relatively easy save for him as well. I mean, who would you guys give your man of the match to for this game? Get it in the live chat. Who would you give man of the match to? Because for me, I'll probably go for Martial again, to be fair. I thought he was very, very good in that first half. This second half, I've been impressed with Zidane Iqbal. I think he's been very good. No, I can't think of... For me, yeah, Martial. Martial Iqbal for me. I mean, apart from for Zidane, no one in this second half has particularly blown me away. Charlie Savage has been good. People will blow up Eric Bailly because of his assist. Generally, I don't think he's been great. He's been average, really. He's done some good stuff, but at times he's not been good enough. Nearly made us concede twice. But I would go Martial. Got his goal. I think all round played well. I don't think there's anything you can really say Martial was missing in that first half. But here come Melbourne looking for at least a constellation. But they're not going to find it through that, are they? And it's going to run out for a United throw-in. 5 minutes to go. And here comes Nani. Nani is coming on for United. Not for United, for Melbourne. Obviously, formerly of Manchester United. What does the fans have to say? And he's getting a massive ovation from both Manchester United and Melbourne fans. What a player Nani was, by the way. You get the whole streets won't forget. Nani is like one of the top ballers in that. I mean, as the commentator was just saying there, the man absolutely loved us to score a screamer. Was technically absolutely fantastic. Just a baller. And I think he kind of went under the radar a little bit because of Ronaldo. Because he always got compared to him. Because obviously they're both Portuguese, aren't they? Both from Sporting Lisbon. Both played off the left as Rashford shoots from range and just wide. Because they had a few similarities. They got compared constantly, which kind of put Nani on the back burner. But he was an absolutely fantastic player. And on he comes. Number 17, Nani, is on the pitch. I tell you what, I'm glad he's got his normal hair back. Because in the MLS, he went for like a slick back, didn't he? And that was shocking. But look at that. That is not Nani. That is what? Granny? That's bloody Grandad. That's not Nani. The long slick back hair just isn't the life for Nani, really. Zidane Iqbal. Bailly. Back to Iqbal. Cross field ball is open there, but we elect not to. And we just keep it ticking over. Bailly. Tellez. Goes down the line looking for somebody, but it's cut out well. And here is Nani on the ball. Moves it forward. Back into the right back. Looks like Nani's going to play as the number 9 for Melbourne. Van der Beek just swarms in there and wins the ball. Here is Ahmad. Gets the ball out to Tahith Chong. Go on, Chong. Beat him. Chong, can you find the back post? And it's an own goal. It would have fell to Donny van der Beek, but it's put into his own net by the Melbourne defender, and it's 4-1 Manchester United. There we go, 4-1. Game, set, match. Oh, we come again? No. Rashford gets tackled. Well, we're living the life, baby. We're living the vida loca. Chong does well there. Tahith Chong. Lovely ball into Valencia. And look, what was that? Back-to-back 4 goals. Can't complain about that one bit, can you? Ethan Laird. Bailly. Savage. Not Savage, Iqbal. Iqbal to Donny. Lovely flick into Ahmad. Ahmad looks to play it through Rashford, but can't. Tellez with a good interception. Charlie Savage. Into Ahmad. Tellez, Savage. Donny. to Iqbal. Ahmad. Lovely turn by Savage. But ball is overrun. And it's cleared by Melbourne. Bailly. He's out for a throw-in. And referee, just blow the final whistle, mate. Just blow the whistle. Headed down the line by Tellez. Dave Chong to Zidane Iqbal. Just gives it into Laird. Come on, blow the final whistle. Iqbal. Chong. I don't get the point. Why are we still playing? The game's over. It's either 4-1 or 4-2, realistically. Like, United have given up, really. We're just knocking the ball around, waiting for the final whistle. Just blow it. Back-to-back 4 goals. Yeah, you're right. Like I said. While it's only pre-season, and here's Ahmad. Go on, can we make it 5? Ahmad. What is that? Poor. That's really poor from Ahmad. Great opportunity just to find Marcus Rashford. Just knock it along the floor, Ahmad. That's really poor from him. Should have been 5. But it will be 4. Back-to-back 4-1 victories. Yes, it's pre-season, but you can only do and beat what you've got in front of you. And we've done that. We've done that in both games. We've done well. We've done well. I'm happy. Manchester United 1. Well, sorry. Melbourne victory 1. Manchester United 4. I mean, who's everyone's man of the match? Like I said, mine's going to go to Anthony Martial. I think that first half he played very, very well. Second half, obviously, he came off. And apart from for Zidane Iqbal, I don't think anyone particularly blew me away in that in the second half. So I'm going to give my man of the match to Anthony Martial. Let me know who your man of the match was down below or in the live chat. But that is going to be it from me today. If you have enjoyed, please do hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. We do go live for all the big news. So when Lisandro Martinez finally gets done, we'll go live for that. We obviously watch alongs for the games, so we'll be back for Crystal Palace, which is, I believe, is it Tuesday? Tuesday, I want to say. Yes, Tuesday. So on Tuesday, we'll be here for the Crystal Palace game. But yeah, that's it from me. Thank you all for watching. And I'll see you all in the next one in a bit. Peace.